Yep. All right, now let me get it on TikTok real quick. Actually, I'll wait for the TikTok. All right. Okay. I gotta find stuff to react to real quick.
Jersey did the could have been
What?
tour like 2 days ago. That was Drewski did a could have been tour like 2 days ago.
Is it like on his channel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wallahi were cooked, chat.
I didn't even know
Yo,
Drewski was
I'm going
doing
fucking
this.
ballistic right now.
You said what?
I'm going ballistic right now.
All right, Lewis, what should I react to that isn't music?
Oh my gosh. 5 kills in this one game?
All right, bro, just
I'm sorry. I'm like locked the fuck in right now, dude. Holy shit. I've never had like I never had a situation go that well.
1 hour of flight reacts, funniest moments of all time.
And I was muted. Okay. I was saying, you guys ever seen the videos of the dude that has like top 5 like diabolical stuff?
I think so.
What do you mean?
He would like top 5 diabolical cereal brands or stuff like that.
Which cut?
That don't be funny.
Diabolical? No way is that
Like the
bad.
bullet. Fucking diabolical.
Number 15.
Like Crave?
Man urinates on fellow passenger.
Hmm?
You ever seen that?
Yes, I have.
Number 12. Cock.
You seen it.
12. Coke.
That's it. Wow. Bro, why did he only say that? I gotta watch the bro smiling already. You just started, bro. Am I supposed to just be pissed off the entire time? Like,
Why are you always getting full? What the fuck are you talking about?
can't smile anymore. Trying to, I can't find nothing to react to, bro. I found something that says something about Columbine, like the shooting.
Oh, oh, you know what? Yo, Will, you saw the new Death Battle the trailer?
With who?
Would that be
What's that?
cinema?
Who?
UG.
All right,
Itadori.
I'm gonna leave the Discord.
Hmm.
All right, now it's just me and chat with my thoughts. All right. I see one video that we can react to that might be kind of chill. Um, yeah, we can do this. And then, so I got a video about the Columbine massacre, America's most horrifying mass shooting. I can do a reaction on this. And then I don't know what else. So honestly, let's just start it with this, and then I don't know, whatever happens happens. I don't think I don't know. I think the big Epstein would get me like TOS if I like react to all of that. So I think we'll just keep it at this for now. I gotta shave, bro. Holy. So yeah, I think we'll do this. So let me get the audio right. All right. So for the people on YouTube, this is a reaction to the Columbine mass shooting. The video is titled "The Columbine Massacre: America's Most Horrifying Mass Shooting." So yeah, we're gonna be watching this. See what really happened. I know a little bit about it, but like, yeah, it's kind of I don't know too much about it. So let's just jump right into it.
On the 20th of April, 1999, at 11 a.m., two students at Columbine.
Here, let me make sure that the audio is good.
On the 20th of April, 1999,
Okay,
at 11 a.m., two students at Columbine High School, Eric
tapped it.
Harris and Dylan Klebold, carried out one of the
Alright.
deadliest mass shootings in American school.
Wait, okay.
1999,
Alright,
at
here we go.
11 a.m., two students at Columbine High School, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, carried out one of the deadliest mass shootings in American history. And in under an hour,
So the only thing I know about it was fast, and then Columbine is in Colorado, and then there's two guys. That's the only thing I know about it. And there was like a lot of, I don't know how many people died, but I know it was a lot for it to be famous.
they committed what has often been referenced as the most infamous mass shooting, shocking the nation for decades as it gained a lot of media.
415 people were died. Oh wait, no, that's total shoot. Okay. I was about to say,
But what
just
led up to
in that
day,
school,
what
is
happened
insane.
in the aftermath? Well, in this video, I will be covering one of, if not, the deadliest shootings in American history, Columbine.
25
tell I
years
think I
ago,
know
two
of.
students unleashed horror inside Columbine.
The Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado.
So this was in the 90s. It said 25 years ago. So 90s. This happened.
Piece of punk ass. I'm gonna pull out a goddamn shotgun and blow your damn head off. Do you understand?
Thankfully, it's censored.
Eric Harris was born on the 9th of April, 1981, in the area of Wichita, Kansas. Eric was born into a rather small family, being the youngest in the family. His father, Wayne Harris, was in the U.S. Air Force and was described by multiple sources as being professional, disciplined, and structured. As a result of
And I feel like usually when parents are like too strict on their kids, they end up being wild. I don't know if that's just like something that I think or like if it's true, but that's just like what I like seen from my own eyes. Cause like we all know, like people that are like caged up in high school don't really go out a lot, and like don't, I'm not saying like don't like they don't party or anything like that once they go to college, they just go crazy. Like it's like their first sense of freedom and doing whatever they want. Compared to like people that like do it before, like kind of like know, you know, like what to do. They're not as like crazy in college.
His time in the military, he brung his military mindset into the family home, being described as a strict father, having high expectations in relation to his children. Multiple accounts claimed that Eric Harris felt constrained in his family home due to the high expectations and rules. There have never been any reports of abuse within the home. Eric Harris's mother, Karen Harris, worked as a secretary and had been considered family-orientated. Accounts
Wait, hold on.
high expectations in relation to his children. Multiple accounts claimed that Eric Harris felt constrained in his family home due to the high expectations and rules. There have never been any reports of abuse within the home. Eric Harris's mother,
That's usually
Karen
what it is, though.
Harris,
They just
worked
feel
as a
like
secretary and had been
constrained,
considered
like they can't do anything.
family-orientated. Accounts claim she was protective, nurturing, and emotionally expressive, having a somewhat close relationship with her sons. Eric Harris grew up in a structured environment, which likely contributed towards his desire for control.
You know these kids are like sweet as sugar, bro. Like, you know for sure that like they weren't all like riled up for no reason.
As well as
They would not be
internalizing his
doing
sense of
this.
frustration when he didn't feel powerful socially. Eric attended a variety of schools due to his father being in the U.S. Air Force, meaning the
Makes
family
sense.
often had to move into different areas. Eric attended elementary school in Ohio,
And the Air Force has a
Kansas,
base
and
in
a few other
Colorado, too,
states
so
before
that
his
makes a
family
lot of
eventually
sense.
settled in Littleton, Colorado, where Eric attended Ken Carroll Middle School around the early 1990s. And
Hey, bro, and I know where that is too. That's crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just people that are caged up. They're usually the ones that go crazy for no reason.
it would be in this school that Eric befriended
use your
another
brain.
boy his age.
Like-
This boy was Dylan Klebold. The pair became friends instantly as they bonded over things like video games, computers, dark humor,
What
and
video
also their
games were
interest in
there in
guns, with both being
the
seen
90s?
shooting targets in old videos. Dylan Klebold was born on the 11th of September, 1981, in the area of Lakewood, Colorado. The family he was born into was described
got a
as upper
Kansas
middle
native.
class. His dad was an electrical engineer, whilst his mom was in education. Both parents were described as having a close relationship with their son Dylan. Throughout his upbringing, he was described as internalizing emotions, leading to him having traits of depression.
It's always it's always the people that are going through something, bro. Like, people that do this are never like, like doing their thing. Like, you never see people that are like D1 college athletes like have like a drive and focus doing stuff like this, bro. It's never like that. It's always like some random dude that just has depression just because why not?
Which he tried his hardest to hide from his parents. Dylan Klebold attended Georgetown Elementary School towards the end of the 1980s and into the 90s. He was described by teachers as polite, quiet, and friendly. Around the early 1990s, he attended Ken Carroll Middle School, where he went on to meet Eric Harris. Both were described
They
as
met in
feeling
middle school.
alienated by their peers. Multiple accounts claim that both teens were
So they were the quiet kids, pretty much. That's what I'm getting. A decade later, those narratives persist, even though they're all wrong. The shooters were bullies, not the other way around. They were part of a tight circle of friends. Neither was a goth. There was a trench. Wait, so
not really bullied, but instead teased by their peers, which is fairly common in school. Both teens, however, bonded over their ideas that they were alienated and or pushed away from society. In 1996, both Eric and
Why is
Dylan
it like
started
this,
their
bro?
high school years, attending Columbine High School, a school based in Littleton, Colorado. It was during their first few years at high school that strange behaviors and potential warning signs began to show. During his first few years at Columbine, Eric Harris began to show signs of severe anger,
So, first year of high school, they're like 15. Like 14, 15, that area, right? These guys are already just like off the leash just immediately, bro. Like,
hostility, and
Why?
a lack of empathy. He frequently wrote about his hatred for others as well as society in his journal, writing on one page, "I hate the fucking world. Too much goddamn fuckers in it. Too many thoughts and different societies, all wrapped up together in this fucking place called America. He wrote this in 1998, just a year before the shooting took place. Parts of his journal have been released to the public since.
This dude is over here sitting alone in school playing with his fingers like he's got a splinter or something. Like, what are you doing, bro? And he's chopped.
Dylan
This dude,
Klebold
bro.
also wrote in a journal and showed many of the same ideas as Eric within his writings, often talking about society as well as violence. In January 1998, Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris broke into a locked van in the attempt at stealing computers and other equipment from inside. Minutes after this, a Jefferson County Sheriff's officer drove past the boys, who were sat in a parked car by a park entrance. Due to it being late at night and the park being
what's
closed,
good? Welcome
the
to the
officer
stream.
began to investigate. When the officer announced he was there, asking where the
We're watching the America's most horrifying mass shooting. I don't know if this is still.
broke into a locked van in the attempt at stealing computers and other equipment from inside. Minutes after this, a Jefferson
Okay, so
County
they just
Sheriff's
went to go
officer
steal
drove
stuff.
past the boys,
Yeah, we're watching
who were sat in a parked
something
car
about
by a
the
park entrance.
Columbine.
Due to it being late at night and the park being closed, the officer began to investigate. When the officer announced he was there, asking where the equipment was from, Eric Harris would respond admitting to stealing it from the van with Dylan. Both were
It's a
later
weird
charged
sugar,
with
bro.
mischief, breaking and entering, theft, and trespassing. During the case, they were offered to join a diversionary program in order to clean their criminal records.
Appreciate the
This
follow.
meant they had to attend community service as well as going through psychiatric treatment. Eric Harris was ordered to attend anger management classes. As a result,
So they broke into a random van, got a computer, and then fessed up about it. And were just like, oh yeah, sorry about that. Swedish sugar, bro. These 15-year-olds or whatever. This is the year one, right? These guys, bro, like, oh, like I don't even know, bro. Like, these guys act so tough for no reason.
of his severe anger
Like,
issues.
oh, I have anger
Both were later
issues.
let off a
Shut
few
up,
months
bro.
later for being well behaved. Eric Harris
Both
wrote
these
about
dudes
this
probably
in his
like
journal
5'3".
writing, "Isn't America supposed to be the land of the free? How come if I'm free, I can't deprive some fucking dumb shit from his possessions if he leaves them sitting in the front seat of his fucking van in plain sight in the middle of fucking nowhere on a fucking day night?"
You can tell they're little kids, bro. Why is he swearing like this, bro? Like, why, bro? Like, there's no reason to say all this. And then first off, that's just straight up like a felony, bro. Like, over here saying like, why can't I steal stuff? Like, bro, what?
Natural selection. Fucker should
An
be
IQ
shot.
too low.
At the end of December 1998, an economics class was being held, and as a part of the class, both Dylan Klebold
Random thing, but I had an economics class and that thing was so fire. Your stream keeps crashing. Looks fine on me. Here, I'll pull it up on my phone. Let me make sure. I think it's fine. Bit rate is stable and everything, so yeah, I'll just put it over here, and then if I see it like, but like restart the video. Or like, what you mean? Okay, we had technical difficulties, I guess. We should be good now, right? I think we're good. Let me see. My Wi-Fi is kind of trash on my phone. I think we should be fine, right? Failed to determine content. Okay, wait, no. No, we're good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're fine. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but anyways, if it was like unstable, then my fault. I'll just like recap what has happened. But yeah, these two dudes, don't really remember their names. Both chopped, both in like freshman year or something. Um, these guys have like anger issues and feel like they're cast out to the world or something like that. Like they're just weird. So this guy on the right stole a bag from like a, what's it called? He stole like someone's bag from like a van and was talking about like, oh, why can't I just, steal stuff, like just why not? Which is obviously like, a felony because it's robbery. So, and then this other guy, I don't really know too much. I think one of them was born in Kansas, probably a Chiefs fan, and the other one was born in Colorado.
As well as Eric Harris, were tasked with making an AD for a business. Both him and Klebold made a video.
And now they're talking about like an economics class, so I'll just rewind a little bit.
At the end of December 1998, an economics class was being held, and as a part of the class, both Dylan Klebold as well as Eric Harris were tasked with making an AD for a business. Both him and Klebold made a video called Hitman for Hire.
No, you goddamn piece of ass shit! Do not mess.
Why are you making this for school, bro? Like, who are you? This is, bro. If I'm a teacher like in a class or something like that, and I got someone over here making something like this, I just scooted my chair over a bit. But yeah, like if I got someone in like one of my classes doing something like this, bro, like they genuinely like need help or something like that, bro. Like, what's good? Like some people, bro. I don't know. But yeah. And then I gotta sneeze. Never mind. Okay, we're good. But like, why are you making this for school, bro? Is this a Brooklyn hat or a Boston hat?
That friggin' kid! If you do, I'll rip off your goddamn head and shove it so far up your friggin' ass, you'll be coughing up dandruff for 4 friggin' months!
Go ahead.
This kid is 3'4". What? What is this dude,
For 4
bro?
friggin' months!
Look at this kid, bro. Why is he standing like this? I know that his whole thing was like, oh, hitman for hire. Why are you standing like this, bro? Over here trying to stand all cool and everything, like,
Go ahead.
you
Look,
aren't.
I don't care
You're not him.
what you say. If you ever touch him again, I will freaking kill you. I'm gonna pull out a goddamn shotgun and blow your damn head off. Do you understand, you little worthless piece of crap?
The video depicts
They gotta fail for this, right? Like this was the worst kind of advertising or anything like that ever.
them as a part
Like,
of the
there's no
trench
way.
coat mafia, a clique from the school who were known to wear black trench coats, something they later did during their attack. They would extort money in order to
Oh, and that's
protect
another thing I
people
know.
from
They were,
bullies. It was rumored that
known for,
both
like,
Eric
trench
and
coats, too.
Dylan were a part of this. However, it was later debunked, as it's known that they were friends with a few members of this clique. During creative writing tasks, both Dylan and Eric showed
So did the entire trench coat crew or whatever know about this? Like, know that this was gonna happen? Or is it just like they're just gonna mess around, they're not serious, like, is that
a desire for violence, with one
that
teacher
what
writing on
happened?
Eric's work saying, "Yours is a unique approach, and your writing works in a gruesome way. Good details and mood setting." Around this time, both Dylan and Eric began to really look into different fire
You're telling me the teacher was like, oh yeah, this is cool. What? In what way is this like fire or anything, bro? Like,
firearms, previously showing an interest, but not to this extent at this time. In 1998, both were under the age of 18, meaning they couldn't legally purchase firearms. They had previously attained a few firearms in 1997 and used them at shooting ranges, but it was later in 1998 when Eric began to write about making bombs in his journal.
whoa. Have plenty of dips and bombs. I want to still try and get my Calico 9mm. Just think 100 rounds without reloading. Hell yeah. To the proper lengths. Alright, bro. Like, he's talking about making okay, so this dude is over here making
his
grenades
excitement
by
about making
himself.
bombs, as well as the power over others he gains from having access to them, as well as writing about large-scale destruction. He started stockpiling guns as well as ammunition. They had also started accessing secluded areas where they tested bombs. It was clear both Eric and Dylan were planning something, however it wasn't known what it was yet. In March 1999, 6 weeks before the Columbine massacre, Dylan and Eric
So it
traveled
happened
to
in
a
April.
forested area in the foothills, southwest of Denver, Colorado. The pair had an array of
So 6 weeks before, they're over here doing some aim training. Bro, like,
ammunition,
no one
as
saw
well
the
as different
signs?
firearms. Some, in fact, were later used within the shooting. Amongst them were a sawn-off shotgun and a semi-automatic pistol. They recorded a brief video showing them shooting at trees as well as bowling pins. Within the video, both Eric and Dylan can be heard having a conversation about what it would be like to shoot someone in the head. The pair were with 2 other teens who were arrested later on for providing both Dylan and Eric with firearms. This video was a part of a collection.
So they had 2 dealers, arms dealers, I guess, as you would call it, giving them all these things. Pretty much, right?
Of videos found by police, often referred to as the basement tapes. A collection of videos recorded by both Dylan and Eric. A few warning signs should have been taken seriously by the police, with it being revealed that a few students had reported Eric's website where he spoke publicly to the police, but to no avail. Some of the things he wrote included, "One day, I'm going to make them all pay. Everyone who ever laughed at me or annoyed me, they'll see." This showed a desire.
Bro, just grow up hair and go through life, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I've been made fun of. Who cares, bro? Just keep living, bro. Over here
For
talking
revenge.
about, oh yeah,
he
like
also
this makes
posted
you
claiming that he would bomb
just-
people and murder innocent people, claiming to want to kill the entire state of Colorado. This was reported to police. However, it's unknown and thought that they didn't take any action against Eric Harris. Dylan's journal, on the other hand, was less about violence and showed that his motivation behind the attack was completely different to Eric's. In both March and April of 1999,
So one of them wanted, like, you know, revenge and like wanted everyone just gone because they were like making fun of him. What was the other guy saying? They didn't say.
the pair began to intensify their planning as to when they would arrive at school, where they would store their weapons, and how they could potentially delay police arrival with the use of their explosives. Both Dylan and Eric began to discuss April the 20th as the day they carry out their plan, attending school normally
On
whilst they planned the
4/20.
horrifying act. 2 to 3 weeks before the shooting, both Eric and Dylan scouted entrances in school and planned the attack out. They practiced with their weapons outside of school. Both Eric and Dylan continued to write in their journals, showing a different motive entirely. Eric wanted to make a name for himself and kill everyone, writing, "I'm going to destroy them all and make a name for myself," whilst Dylan wanted to die, which was later
So one of them was like, yeah, I'm gonna die doing this, and the other one was like, nah, I'm trying to be the most famous dude ever by like doing shootings like this, bro. Like, you really gotta question what goes through people's heads, bro.
Backed up in more of his journal entries. In the week before the attack, between the 13th and 19th of April 1999, both Eric and Dylan were noticed to withdraw socially, spending more time together planning their attack. Journal entries in basement tapes,
So
which
now
were
they're
later
just
recovered by the
over here
police,
butt
indicated
buddies,
toward
just-
them mentally preparing for the attack. Friends of both Eric and Dylan noticed they had been surprisingly secretive and had hinted toward an attack, which occurred just 7 days later on the 20th
Wait.
for the attack. Friends of both Eric and Dylan noticed they had been surprisingly secretive and had hinted toward an attack, which occurred just 7 days later on the 20th of April 1999. In
Like,
Eric's
were they
journal,
over here
he
saying,
spoke very
"Yeah, don't go
openly
to
about the
school, bro"?
shooting, writing, "Once I finally start my killing, keep this in mind. There are probably about 100 people max in the school alone who I don't want to die. The rest must fucking die. If I didn't like you, or if you pissed me off and lived through my attacks, consider yourself one lucky goddamn N-word. Pity that."
It's always the white guys, bro. Like, I get this is like the 90s, so like people were just letting it fly, but like, bro, putting this in your journal is crazy. Over here, pen to paper, writing out, like, bro, these guys are so crazy.
that a lot of the dead will be a waste in some ways, like dead hot chicks who are still bitches. They could have been good fucks. Oh well, too fucking bad.
Yeah, nobody wants you, bro. Like, oh, you're talking about, oh yeah, these girls were hot. They're probably making fun of you, bro.
Life isn't fair, not by a long fucking shot, when I'm at the wheel too. God, I want to torch and level everything in this whole fucking area, but bombs of that size are hard to make. And plus, I would need a fucking fully loaded A10 to get every store on Wadsworth and all the buildings downtown. Imagine that, you fuckers. Picture half of Denver on fire, just from me and vodka. Napalm on sides of skyscrapers and car garages blowing up from exploded gas tanks. Oh man, that would be beautiful.
These guys got the chair, right? Like, there's no way they didn't get the chair. Like, they didn't get the chair or a firing squad on them. Like, they didn't go out the right way. Like, there's
Eric
no
took
way.
around a 5-month break from writing in his journal until just days before the shooting, in which he wrote one of his final entries.
Months have passed. It's the first Friday night in the final month. Much shit has happened. Vodka has a Tech 9. We test fired all of our babies. We have 6 time clocks ready, 39 crickets, 24 pipe bombs, and the napalm is under construction.
And
right now I'm trying to get
pipe bombs.
fucked and trying to finish off these time bombs. NBK came quick. Why the fuck can't I get any? I mean, I'm nice and considerate and all that shit, but no.
Calling yourself nice and considerate right before you pull up to the school with some like A12 with switches on them, bro, is crazy. Like, that's insane.
I think I
to
tried
say.
too hard, but I kind of need to, considering NBK is closing in. The amount of dramatic irony and foreshadowing is fucking amazing. Everything I see and hear I incorporate into NBK somehow. Either bombs, clocks, guns, napalm, killing people, any and everything finds some tie to it. Feels like a goddamn movie sometimes. I want to try to put some mines and trip bombs around this town too, maybe. Get a few extra frags 25 on the scoreboard. I hate you people for leaving me.
Saying you're trying to drop 25 is crazy. Like, how much of them actually, how much did they actually get, bro? Like, I need to know how much they actually got. 25 is wild, bro. Like, I hate people for leaving me out of so many fun things. No, that is your fault. Don't be a weirdo.
Out of so many fun things. And no, don't fucking say, well, that's your fault, because
It is your
isn't.
fault.
You people had my phone number and I asked and all, but no. Don't let the weird looking Eric kid come along. Ooh,
Get a glow
fucking
up.
no.
Get a glow up, bro.
25
Like,
years ago, 2 students unleashed horror
Holy.
inside Columbine.
Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado.
On the morning of Tuesday, the 20th of April, 1999, both Dylan and Eric made sure to wake up before their schedule. They made their way toward each other in order to group with one another before the planned attack had taken place. The two gathered their firearms, as well as a few explosives, and set out to school. When arriving at Columbine, both Eric and Dylan placed duffel bags containing the explosives in the school's cafeteria at around 11:15 a.m., the busiest lunch hour in the school. A rumor that they placed these duffel bags prior to the shooting is also
Wait, so they put duffel bags before the school
as well as a
day
few
started?
explosives and set out to school. When arriving at Columbine, both gathered their firearms, as well as to group with one another before the planned attack had taken place. The two gathered their firearms, as well as a few explosives,
all their
and set out
stuff.
to school. When arriving at Columbine, both Eric and Dylan placed duffel bags containing the explosives in the school's cafeteria at around 11:15 a.m., the busiest lunch hour in the school. A rumor that they placed these duffel bags prior to the shooting is also known. However, I can't confirm if this is accurate. Two backpacks containing explosives had been placed in a field around
So-
3 miles from the school.
So you're telling me that people saw random duffel bags just chilling in the cafeteria or something and weren't like, yo, whose is that? Or anything like that? Like,
This was believed to be
I
a
don't even
tactic
know,
in order
bro.
to draw firefighters and police away from the school, while Dylan and Eric carried out the attack. Only a few of these bombs detonated, however. Both Dylan and Eric then changed clothes, changing into trench coats before arriving at the school's parking lot at around 10:50 a.m. As Eric Harris pulled into the parking lot, he saw his classmate Brooks Brown, who he had recently become friends with again after multiple disputes. When Brooks noticed Eric, he began to tell him about a test he had missed earlier on in the day. Eric responded by saying, "That won't matter anymore," and go home. Brooks, who was already planning on skipping his next lesson, walked away toward the exit of the high school. This was when both Eric and Dylan arming themselves with a shotgun.
so this dude comes out, he's like, yo, I just failed the test. I gotta come back later. Or something like that. And he was like, and they're just like, nah, don't worry about it. You know, some of these people just deserve jail time, bro. Like, it's
Amongst
so
a few
unreal.
other guns like a Tech 9. When the pair attempted to detonate the explosives within the cafeteria, they failed, meaning potentially hundreds of students were saved, as it's believed if they did in fact explode, more than 300 students could have been killed.
What?
Detonate the shotgun, amongst a few other guns like a Tech 9. When the pair attempted to detonate the explosives within the cafeteria, they failed, meaning potentially hundreds of students were saved, as it's believed if they did in fact explode, more than 300 students could have been killed. This is when, at 11:19 a.m., both Eric and Dylan started their rampage.
And this little 14-year-old is over here just smoking a cigarette, bro. Like, these dudes want to be cool so bad, but they're just little weird kids, bro.
11:19 a.m., 17-year-old Rachel Scott and her friend, both who were students of Columbine High School, would be sat on the grass eating lunch by the west entrance of the school. Both were shot by Dylan and Eric, and originally had thought it was a senior prank. Rachel Scott would die on the scene from her injuries, whilst her friend was left paralyzed from the waist down. Dylan Klebold then started shooting the scene from her injuries, whilst her friend the grass eating lunch. Scott and her friend, both who were students of Columbine High School, would be sat on the grass eating lunch by the west entrance of the school. Both were shot by Dylan and Eric, and originally had thought it was a senior prank. Rachel Scott would die on the scene from her injuries, whilst her friend had thought eating lunch by the west entrance of the school. Both were shot by Dylan and Eric, and originally had thought it was a senior prank. Rachel Scott would die on the scene from her injuries, whilst her friend was left paralyzed.
So she thought her getting shot was a prank.
From the waist down. Dylan Klebold then started shooting his Tech 9 towards students. However, it jammed, forcing him to stop shooting in order to fix the gun, fixing it by reloading the gun. As this was happening, Eric Harris saw 3 students and aimed his carbine down at them whilst he stood in the staircase of the west entrance. He shot 10 times, killing 15-year-old Daniel Rohrbaugh and hitting 2 students next to him. The 2 students were injured and did not die. A teacher and coach that worked at Columbine would hear the gunfire and screaming from the cafeteria, and it would be at this point that he would start to warn students in the cafeteria, advising them to hide under tables and in closets. Eric Harris then turned west and saw
Hiding under a table in the cafeteria is the dumbest idea ever, bro. Me personally, first off, these kids are like, what, 3'6"? Like, they're not doing nothing to me personally. But, like, just run out the window, bro. Just jump out. If you're in a class and you know about this, just jump out. Like, what do you?
5 students sitting on a grassy
That's something that I hate about like the lockdown drills in schools, bro. Cause like, who's generally not in the school or doesn't go to any of these schools in general, and they're like, oh yeah, just hide under a chair and turn the lights off. And they're gonna be like, oh, no one's in school today. Ooh, it's a random Wednesday. No, bro. Like,
hillside. He shot at them 7 times in
It's
total,
not how it
hitting one of them in the
works.
face, leg, and arm, and another in the chest, arms, and legs. This student fell to the floor and played dead. The other 3 students survived without any injuries.
Playing
Legs
dead is
west and
low-key
saw 5 students
genius.
sitting on a grassy hillside. He shot at them 7 times in total, hitting one of them in the face, leg, and arm, and another in the chest, arms, and legs. This student fell to the floor and played dead. The other 3 students survived without any injuries. At this point, the pair entered into the building through the west entrance. Dylan Klebold then retrieved his shotgun and started firing down the stairways, injuring Nicholas Foss with a graze wound from the shotgun.
that was
Dylan
all
then walked
outside.
the
Now
stairs
we're
toward the
inside.
cafeteria, coming across an already injured student, Lance Kirkland, who was crawling on the floor begging for help. Dylan then said, "Sure, I will help you," before shooting him in the jaw. Despite already being injured, Lance Kirkland actually went on to survive. Dylan continued toward the cafeteria, stepping over an injured student playing dead, even saying sorry. Continued toward the cafeteria, stepping over an injured student playing dead, even saying sorry, dude, before he entered the cafeteria. Whilst Dylan was briefly in the cafeteria,
Saying sorry after you know you're not sorry for doing any of this is just insane work, bro. Like,
Eric continued to shoot innocent students, wounding a 17-year-old girl who was left partially paralyzed after the shooting. Dylan then exited the cafeteria and met back up with Eric, who was shooting from the stairways.
don't even have the trench
They then
coats
started
on.
throwing pipe bombs. Whilst this was going on, an art teacher, Patty Nelson, and her student, Brian Anderson, had heard all of the noise and thought this was an extreme senior prank. Both walked toward the west entrance, which by this point was exactly where the shooters were. They were both injured by the shooters, but survived. At 11:22 a.m., 3 minutes after the shooting started, police
you gotta be an airhead to think that all these explosions and everything is a senior prank, bro. Like, I don't even know, bro.
would receive the first call in relation to the shooting after an officer assigned to the school noticed a dead student near the parking lot. Eric, who was at the west entrance, began firing shots towards a resource officer assigned to Columbine called Neil Gardner. Neil began to fire back. During this shootout, no one was hit. Eric and Dylan then carried on into the school. Whilst Neil Gardner called for backup, both Dylan and Eric continued to shoot at any students they saw, shooting a girl in the ankle. However, she managed to walk out of the school. 2 deputies rushed to
DeAndre Ayton type of shooting, bro. Like, obviously this is messed up. How do you shoot someone in the ankle and they still escape? You gotta be the sorriest person to ever hold a firearm, bro. Like,
the school, and similarly to before, a shootout between Eric and the deputies began outside the side doors. However, no one was hit, and Eric eventually continued on into the school. Whilst they were in the school, they shot a teacher, a William David Sanderson, who was hit in the back and neck. Sadly, he died after the shooting from blood loss whilst he waited for medical help. At 11:29 a.m., 10 minutes after the pair began the attack, they entered the library where 52 students were hiding, as well as 2 teachers and 2 librarians.
oh, this is about to be
Eric
bad.
fired his shotgun twice toward a desk within the library. Both Dylan and Eric then shot disabled student 16-year-old Kyle Velasquez in the head and back with a
What did disabled kid do to you, bro? You guys are over here saying, like, only the people that made fun of us or whatever. If you're getting bullied by a handicapped person, you genuinely deserve it. Like, there's no way that you're over here getting bullied by some dude like this, bro.
shotgun, killing him on the scene. They spent around 7 minutes within the library shooting at every student they could, killing 10 students. These included 16-year-old Kyle Velasquez, 14-year-old Stephen Earl Kerno, 17-year-old Cassie Renee Bernal, 18-year-old Isaiah Joel Schulz, 16-year-old Matthew Ryan Kechter, 18-year-old Lauren Townsend, 16-year-old John Tomlin, 16-year-old Kellyanne Fleming, 15
So this is all of the casualties so far. So we got 8. Okay, so 13.
15-year-old Daniel Mauser, and 17-year-old Corey DePorter. Rest in peace. My thoughts and prayers are with the friends and families of everyone mentioned. At around 11:36 a.m., both Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris left the library, moving toward a science room where they then caused a fire, which was extinguished by a teacher in a room adjacent. They then walked back toward the cafeteria, where they were seen on CCTV. They spent 2 minutes in this room trying to detonate the explosives they had hidden prior to the attack before leaving. After leaving the cafeteria, they returned to the north and south hallways, shooting into classrooms and throwing Molotov cocktails, going up the south hallway at 12 p.m., shooting at police through...
Throwing Molotovs inside of a classroom is crazy, dude. Like, what? That literally proves my point, though. Like, you're over here doing lockdown drills, saying that, oh, hide behind this little side of the door. What if they just throw a grenade? Like, what now? Like, it's like these school districts and everything just have
windows
zero
as they made their way
cells.
towards the library, and at 12:05 p.m. all gunfire had stopped, with both Eric and Dylan killing themselves. Eric would shoot himself with a shotgun, and Dylan would shoot himself with a Tech 9. In 2023, Anne-Marie Hochhalter would die from her wounds sustained during the Columbine massacre. Rest in peace. By 12 p.m., SWAT teams were deployed and stationed around Columbine, with ambulances rushing to help transport wounded students and teachers to hospital. By 4 p.m., Sheriff John P. Stone made an estimate of 25 dead students and 50 wounded, referring to the massacre as a suicide mission. On the morning of the 21st of April 1999, bomb squads were sent into Columbine in order to find any explosives, discovering the explosives held within the cafeteria on the 22nd of April 1999. In the aftermath of Columbine, dozens of lawsuits were filed against families of the perpetrators.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, some of it is on the parents, but, like, not all of it, because, like, you can't control what your kid thinks and everything. But, like, still, it's like, because, like, me, if I'm a parent, I'm not gonna be so strict, you know, like, I'll make sure that they don't do something stupid, but, like, if it's like, oh, don't drink or whatever, it's like, no, you can have, like, I would rather they drink with me first, or like get high or whatever, than be somewhere else where they don't know if they're safe or not, and then like saying like just, you know, like learn basic stuff.
Sheriff's Department and certain gun manufacturers. However, they were unsuccessful. Columbine resulted in a change in policing as well as school safety, with schools increasing security measures as well as lockdown drills. Columbine didn't just change one school or one community, it changed everything that came after it. For some people, it became a warning. For others, it became something dangerous to copy. Over time, its name kept showing up in the backgrounds of later attacks, not because it explained them, but because it had been turned into a symbol. The media played a big role in that. Early coverage rushed to find...
So, if those bombs went off in the beginning, this would have been way worse. I thought there was more people that died, to be honest. Like, the way that they, like, especially the title saying the most horrifying and everything, and calling it like a complete massacre, like the Columbine massacre, it's kind of misleading. I thought there was gonna be like 100 people.
Created myths that stuck and gave the shooters more attention than they ever deserved. Even years later, those stories still shape how these events are talked about. Columbine taught us that how we tell these stories matters, because the wrong focus can cause real harm. What's left now isn't just history, but a responsibility to remember the victims, to stop repeating the same narratives, and to understand that these events don't happen in isolation. Columbine didn't end in 1999. Its impact is still unfolding, and what we choose to learn from it matters.
Facts. All right. Honestly, that's a good video. So yeah, so I guess there was 13 people. Let me look it up. "12 students, 1 teacher." Why does it say 14 victims and then put in parentheses 12 students and 1 teacher? Oh, the person with the injuries. Okay. That's what it is. Detailed breakdown, Wikipedia. Okay. How many people were injured though? "12 students, one teacher." The FBI has 4 documents on this. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. 23 people were injured during the shooting. This total includes 20 individuals who suffered direct shot wounds, 3 others who were injured while attempting to escape the building. So they shot about 34 people. That's insane. I know that in Colorado they have another like famous shooting, I guess, which is like STEM. And I know that one of them was like a savior. Oh, okay. So I'm looking at that, and it was one student for that one, which was the one that like tackled or whatever. I wonder if they have a video on that. They have body cam footage of it. The suspects are alive, I think, for this one too. This was in 2019. Wow. Yeah, like for this, I would rather be known as someone that was trying to save the entire school if I was doing this. Like, yeah, the guy that died was Kendrick. Yeah. Um, that was a pretty good video. I think now we're gonna play some Siege though. I know it's kind of wild to watch a video like that and then play Siege, I know. But Siege is like my main game, so we're gonna hop right into Siege. Now we get the TikTok live going. All right, we got the TikTok live going now. All right, let me get Siege open. was a crazy video though. Scoot up a little bit. Come on, bro. I need more people in here. Gotta get more average viewers. Alright. Open up the game. PC audio, Rainbow Six. Alright, bet. See how long it takes for us to load in. It's taking forever to load into the game, bro. Like, bro, I need a haircut badly. Like, it's pretty bad. Honestly, let me just try to fix it up a little bit. Alright. Hola. Hey, what's up? I don't speak Spanish, but like, what's up? We're loading into the game right now, so it's taking a minute. Bro, why isn't it opening up? Alright, there we go. I'm good. Some light type of day. Alright, let's get ranked going. Off rip, off the jump. Make sure y'all go and watch from Twitch. Twitch is where the magic happens. You got this, appreciate it. I'll try to lock in. We're attacking first, alright. Yeah, if you watch on Twitch, it's way better, but, you know. I'm playing against a diamond, bro? Oh my god. Oh, defense is banning Outback. Okay. You're better, trust, bro. I don't know if I am. I've never played against a diamond before, though. That's like the highest rank I've ever played against. And I'm the highest rank on my team. Oh, bro. Like, I don't know, man. This is gonna get scary. It's okay, light work. Appreciate the likes. I mean, I don't know. If this dude dies immediately, then like, yeah, we got it easily. Alright, they're gonna go over here in hookah. So spawn poolside. Dokkaebi. Why not? Everyone watching on the TikTok, make sure you go support on the Twitch, bro. Trying to hit affiliate. Light work. Let's hope I can pack these dudes up, bro. Alright. Yeah, I already hear them. As long as I don't get spawn peaks, then I'll be chill. There's mute chambers right here. I'm gonna just like shoot it immediately. Alright, let's go. Holy, I have horrible aim right now. It's first game, you know. I have no idea why that thing wasn't breaking when I was shooting it, but alright. There's... Alright, whatever, let's just give him a call. Of course. Kids on stairs. Bro, try not to smile. Bro, what are you talking about? Dude thinks I just always smile. Oh yeah, get that plant down. I like the plan. It's going right here. Holy, I don't like the aim. Good kill. Throw some drones or something, bro. Watch streak. Oh yeah, yes sir. Bro's back. Alright, that was awful. And Diamond didn't even get nothing. Yeah, we're off to a pretty tragic start. It's so hard to attack that, like, side. You know? Don't want to ban mute, like... Alright. I didn't even do anything with Dokkaebi, bro. Just waste a ban, I guess. Okay, what do I want to do? Maybe I'll run a lion. Yeah, low-key, lion, 417. I think this might be good. This can be good. Let's see. So doesn't this mean that my hidden MMR is now on like gold, plat, stuff like that? Or I guess it kind of was the whole time since I barely get any RP now, but it was also like that in silver though. I like this guy's drone. Got a clash. All right, let's get a scan going. Yes, sir. That's how you do it. I didn't even do nothing, but all you gotta do to win. Gotta get the viewers up, bro. That clash ain't do nothing. Yeah, they're gonna go below. I think I might run line again. I think lion could be really good. Yeah, why not? Whatever. It's because the scans are so good and he doesn't counter them anymore. Even though when people use, like, we're using Mew to counter, it's such a brain dead counter either way. Like, all right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just play window. Nate and Yahoo is in the other team. All right. Break this down. I want to break. Oh, damn. I just broke my drone because of it. The grenade not doing anything. Yeah, don't ever peek me, bro. the last one. Damn. This dude is hidden like perfectly. If I had another scan, he wouldn't have survived, bro. We still stole one on attack though, so we'll be fine. Thermite and not ace? What? Oh, they want to go penthouse first. Okay. And we have a castle. Alright. Cade. Tube. Thorn. Why not? Never go wrong with Thorn. So, let's do it. Alright. Gotta get these out. Alright, so they were definitely expecting hookah. They're pushing main. Alright. I did my thing with Lion that round though. Alright, just hold a little angle. Droning. I'm just holding this, like, just... Nice. Just gonna hold this door. Nice. Still one in this hallway. Alright, Ben. Was about to, bro, I got scared. I thought you ended. I ended because it was like bugging out. So I ended it for like a second and then I had to restart it. So I don't know if it was like, I don't know. That's how you attack that, or that's how you defend that first one, bro. Tie game. Alright, yeah, hookah this time. We have Thorn, Rooney. Honestly, I'm thinking of going Clash, or maybe I'll just go mute. Yeah, I'll just go mute. Like, can never go wrong playing mute. Mute will always be one of the best ops, bro. Like, easily. I'm the highest rank of my team, and I'm playing the worst right now. Well, I mean, I have 3, but I don't know. This whole team is pretty good, I guess. Place the stupid thing. There we go. Make it not as visible, you know? That was a pretty bad aim, but holy. Honestly, why even peek? Just chill right here. Have the shoddy out. Osa doesn't have frags, so we're good. Alright, just chill here. And I don't even see Osa over here, so we're chilling. They gotta just hold down that hallway. Where do they even throw that at? Below? Oh, he's on the corner. That was on me. Yeah, that was my fault. Skill-based matchmaking, you know, like putting a diamond in my lobby makes so much sense, you know. Yeah, I think we just gotta try to run kitchen. I think I might just run Thorn again. Or a Rooney. Guess we'll go mute then. Team needs it. Alright, let's try not to lose here. Gotta get these things down. Make a little rotate, put a mute right here. Yeah, just hold above. They're gonna try to fuse. How did that even happen? Gotta hold this angle. Gotta fuse above. God, bro. It's so hard to play against Vert. Come on, hold it down. One more. Nice. Gotta play time. Alright, oh, Amber defending? Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, this is a bad first game for me. You want to go hookah after we got just completely rolled in there? I mean, like, I guess. Yeah, I can. Alright, roaming mute. Y'all think we gonna pop off? Yeah, I had a feeling I gotta report this dude for boosting, bro. I'll do it after. Alright. Oh, why can't I move? Alright. Place it. Oh, I accidentally just shot a team gadget on accident. Alright, I'm gonna try to roam in like over here. Y'all serious right now, man? I They really gotta resort to boosting, bro. Like, All right. I gotta lock in, bro. Just gonna go lion, bro. I don't even know. Nine and sit like 16 and 2, bro. Like really getting boosted, bro. Can't believe it. They're not going bottom floor. Or, I mean, they're not going top floor. I thought for sure the warden was going to be the computer guy. All right, let's go. Smart. Oh, fuse doesn't get countered by mute. All right. Okay. Don't know what this dude was doing. Dude tried to come down like he was like, Jesus, bro, you're not that good. Loki just cracks at the game too, you know, just some light. Just gotta spam mute, I guess, like, just... Okay, Scopos is a great pull. Sometimes you gotta do the dirty work, man. 1 and 8 is crazy, bro. But he is the lowest in our team, so... They got an ash top floor. You also have a Deimos. He has to ace to win. They're just gonna go for the kill. All right. Damn. Yeah. You know, having the boosts like this low is pretty sad. All right, that's fine. We lose the same amount that we gain. So we are right at our hidden MMR right now, I guess. I'm only trying to be on siege for a little bit. I'm not trying to... Actually, hold on. I gotta take a piss, bro. Give me 1 sec, y'all. All right, I'm back. All right. Yeah, if I end up playing against boosters again, bro. Be dumbfounded, bro. Like, If I lose this next game, then I'm off for the night. Of this game at least, but alright. Just, get into a game now, that'd be kinda cool. Where's the game at, bro? Alright, I guess we're restarting the matchmaking. I don't even know what's going on right now. There we go. Okay. There we go. This looks more normal. Like Outback would have been the better map to ban, but alright. Let's go. I guess we're banning Dokkaebi. Like, we're just soulless monkeys, I guess. I don't know. This guy's mute shotgun. Holy, bro, like... Should have played Cade. The goals 3 is using Warden. But is he good? Alright, let me put ones that I know are for sure gonna hit. Alright. just gonna chill on Bolo. Nice. All right, that's pretty easy. Not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna die from the Nomad, but thankfully we didn't. All right, yeah, now. All right, now we just see, yeah, Burger over here clicking on just the next one. Like, some people don't know how to think, but all right, who's playing Cav right now, bro? Lowest rank. All right. Dude said Kaid instead of just Cade. Nice. Yeah, I think Ram is just the better ban. Alright, I don't know who to play here. Literally anybody is fine. Yeah, why not? Why does Castle and Clash low-key look alike? Alright. Gonna spawn street probably. Should have activated it. Running Blitz is so corny, bro. That's some atrocious aim. Alright, well, attacking is pretty simple, so this is probably the most fair map of all time. I'm thinking I do Snake or Buck. If I do Buck, I'll just hit him from below. I want to see if they have any, like, roamers, so yeah, top floor again. Awful aim. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run buck. Get him from below. You serious, bro? Spawn peeking is the dumbest thing ever in this game, bro. Let's see if my teammates can do it. This guy's better than me. I would have started shooting at that lamp. Nice. Kind of surprised you didn't get that. If I didn't get spawn peaks, you win that easily. I guess a Rooney. All right. Should I bring out? Yeah, let's do it. Ain't ready for this one. All right, yeah, this is an easy win. Nice. Forgot I had the fuser for that. Yeah, I'm not mad at it than a zombie ban. Yeah, they just had like no answer for us. All right, get a nice little game 6 type of win. And, keep pushing. Been on siege for an hour now. All right, let's go. Got swag on. I don't know how I didn't get that last dude, bro. Or like the first guy, I guess, but. Just run line again. Everyone on the TikTok live, the Twitch is a lot better, so. Just letting y'all know. Yep, top floor. And Osa. Nice. Damn. I need to play smarter. All right. Where are we at? Top floor. Gotta run Cade, bro. All right. Nice. What part of don't peek don't these guys understand, bro? Lucky he was sprinting. Just run Lion again. You just have to play smart. Gotta be aggressive. gonna follow our Blackbeard. Just can't do anything, bro. Everyone died. Oh man. And it's not the protection this time, so I can play another one. All right. Let's not win all or not lose all of my games right now. Let's try to win. I have to remember that like there is a Mian team. All right, who do we got? Is 3 inches enough? All right. Who clicked Clubhouse, bro? All right, at least it's chalet, whatever you want to call it. My OBS is getting the game, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. These guys get off their phones, bro? Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Nobody else votes for where they want to go or anything. Bring Dogby. Lion, Nomad. Throw my Anabana. That's questionable, I guess. Alright, there we go. What's this audio that I'm hearing right now? Gosh, bro. Like the moment I turn around from like the certain door, that's when they peek me, bro. Can this audio please get out of my ears, bro? There we go. If someone plays Thermite, then maybe I'll run Thatcher. Or I might have to run Ram. This audio bug has to stop. It's still going. All right. All right, got a good lobby cam. Why are you right up there, bro? God, bro. constantly in the sorriest teams of all time, bro. All right. I think we just. I don't even know. Oh, they didn't even go in games. Where'd they go? All right. Well. Gosh, bro. Yeah, my teammates suck. This Maestro is not good, bro. Alright, ban Ace, bro. Like, getting ridiculous, bro. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, Cade off rip. I think I'm gonna go mirror then. Okay, this is an actual solid team except for Rook. Rook is just autistic or something. This guy's plat 4 and has a donut right now. At least now I don't have to hear the stupid like clash sound. Nice. The rook armor came in clutch, I guess. High IQ plays. Yeah, ban Ram. Now they ban Mira. As long as we got this bandit doing his thing with bandit tricking, then we should be good. Put on flat instead. There we go. All right. Let's go, bro. Alright, well, that's the end of Siege for today. As my teammates are garbage. Like, yeah, awful. I get my rank protection though. I don't? No, I'm not even commending these idiots, bro. I gotta get my rank back. I gotta close the game though. And reopen it. That audio bug is just frying me, bro. Like, I don't know. Oh, man. I gotta get my rank back. I think I'm gonna have to win 2 games just to get it, bro. My teammates are hot garbage. It's just unbelievable, bro. Oh, not this garbage ass mode. There we go. 24. I've been getting 24 for a win, so I gotta get my rank back. Unbelievable, bro. I don't know why I get like the worst teammates of all time. Can't wait for the next ranked season so I get like teammates with actual like functioning brains, you know? It's unreal, bro. Genuinely has to be studied. Maps of doom and despair. Okay, defending on Night Haven. Shouldn't be bad. Ban Ace, bro. Why are y'all clicking Dokeby, bro? You stupid. There we go. Thank God. I'm gonna have to do everything this entire game, bro. Like, nobody does nothing to help the team. See what everyone else picks before I pick. I'm probably gonna go with Zombie. Alright, cool. Rook is so cheeks, bro. Fenrir. Alright, I guess. Alright, bro, who's in chat right now not saying nothing? Gotta reinforce this off. That was the worst aim I've ever had. How did everybody else die? Am I the only guy on my team with the kill? Will I ever rank up? Probably not. Like, someone click Cade, bro. Teammates are constantly awful. See, does that get both of them? Yep. Gotta do everything for my team, I swear. I'm the only guy that voted. You serious? Oh, and I guess someone else voted Bravo. Guess I'll use two, bro. I want to get off after this game, bro. I'm not trying to play Siege for the whole night. Already 1:30. All right, I think this is a good little spot. Hey, what's up? How are you? I'm doing I guess. Where are these guys at? Right. He's on the right side. That's how it's done. All right, yeah, mirror off for it. You're good. That's good. All right. They banned Thatcher. Cool. Popping off this game. So when I die, the whole team just turns into garbage. I gotta do some LeBron type of stuff or something, bro. It's a good drone spot. I like that. Should have used Mav instead. Nice team. Me 9-1, popping off this game to try to get my rank back. Where are you from? Earth. Oh, they didn't even ban Ace either? I'm just gonna keep going Ace, I guess. I don't know. Favorite game, this one. Or are you gonna keep asking me bot questions? Basement. Do I stream daily? No. Are you gonna keep asking me bot questions, or are you gonna move on? What? All right, cool. You win. What's the offer? I'm probably not going to accept it, but all right, cool. I got my rank back. I think I better have my rank back. $11 and wine, some light. None of those guys went positive. Binds. That's 24. Gotta get another game, bro. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm good. Why do they call it a Dokkaebi remaster, not just a rework? Like, use the right term, bro. Thought I heard something. Bro, it says we found a match. Where's the match? Where's the game? Come on. Holy, bro, like, just can't make it up. Where's the game, bro? Finally. Fully boosted. All right. Bank. All right, cool. I gotta put on an AMB type performance. I'm the only guy banning. All right, cool. Ace, Lion. All right. Let's get another 11-1 type performance. Get some AMB type of performance going. Testes tester. All right, so if this plat is the only guy that's good, it's definitely boosted. Okay. What are these names? I am malnourished. Testes tester. All right then. There's another one over there. Maybe it's not boosted. This dude's in the bottom. Garbage. Putting up a triple single right now. I'll run A's, so I'll open up the site. Garbage. You can't hit a body shot with Cali, then get off of Cali. These guys are garbage, yo. It's unreal how bad this team is, man. I constantly have to be the one to carry. I hate it. The other gold one can't get a kill for nothing. This guy plays Cali, he can't get a kill for anything. They have a plat 4 that's doing absolutely nothing too, bro. I have double the second place points, bro. It's supposed to look like this, but you know, my teammates don't know what they're doing. They never know. Jesus Christ, bro. That was just bad timing. Alright, get rid of ace. Top floor. At least we're able to get one. So should have been two, but you know. My teammates have smooth brains. I want to see what they pick first. Probably just gonna. I thought he was like farther in that room. That's why I threw that flash. I didn't know he was close left. Same with my Katie though. Job, just playtime. Playtime, guys. Easy. I guess Dog could be even though she ain't gonna do anything. Alright, now if they're gonna have a Cade and I can go Rooney, that'd be tough. Something fishy is going on. Good, I love fish. Like how it's the copper saying that something's fishy. Like, no, bro, you're just bad. Gotta reinforce this one. Smooch. Why did you reinforce this wall? Alright, whatever then. Alright, main clear. Issue garage cam? Nope. Alright, cool. Play passive. Nice. One more. Dying to that shotgun is insane. Yeah, let's ban fuse. Just be safe from the top. Alright. I think Goyo was a good pick for this site. Then I'm gonna put like a Goyo on the window. It's like any type of site door. Put these things down. Nice. Alright, I got my rank back. I would eat it. I played with this dude. Alright, there we go. Yep, Vlad again. 3.0 KD. Yes, sir. Alright, I think I'm done for tonight. I want to get some sleep. Alright, well, I think that was a good stream. We reacted to a video for like an hour, and then we played Siege for the rest of the time. Lost our rank, got it back. I mean, would have been better if we would have won every game to get to Plat 4, but I don't even know if I'm hitting Plat 4 this season, bro. I'm fine with Plat 5. I think tomorrow we're not going to do Siege, or, well, whenever I stream again, probably the next day, to be honest. Burnout, you know? I think next stream we'll do, the Last Fears chapter. The Last Fears to Fathom. And then we'll do Time Machine on Geometry Dash 2. I think that'll be good. And I don't know what else we'll do next stream. Probably just some, maybe more like just chatting type of stuff. Just like, I'll think of stuff. I don't know if Omegle is available. I think maybe we can do that. Yeah, I don't know what else, but we'll think of it. But yeah, that was a good stream. So TikTok Live's ending. So if you like what you see, make sure you follow right there. Yeah. So TikTok Live is gonna end now. And now the Twitch stream is gonna end. I don't think we got the average viewer goal, so it's fine. But yeah, and the next time we're gonna, tomorrow I don't think I'm gonna stream. I think I'm gonna just try to build up more of the Twitch stuff, get some clips out, VODs, and work on the main channel videos. And yeah, I'm gonna call it a night there. So I'll see y'all later.